Yan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yan. So, thanks also for reminding. Pinopost ko kasi. So, yun. Last meeting, we have learned how to do adjusting entries or to adjust the books to update them so that they will reflect the correct records of the business. So this week, we will be discussing how to prepare the adjusted trial balance, and from that adjusted trial balance, we will prepare the financial statements. Yan. So we will be completing the accounting cycle with the use of worksheet, preparing financial statements, closing the books, and preparing post-closing trial balance and reversing entries. Yan. So ano yung worksheet? It is a multiple column form used in the adjustment process in preparing financial statements. So tool lang siya, working tool, so that you will be able to prepare financial statements. Ano nga ba yung mga financial statements? Naalala nyo pa ba? Nakalimutan nyo na?
Yung ano ba yan, ma'am? Yung mga balance sheet, income,
Apat yun, di ba?
yung asset,
Meron tayong 4 financial statements. Balance sheet,
income statement, cash flow,
income
cash flow
statements,
statement,
Income statement.
ano pa yung last?
Statement.
equity,
Equity.
Yun.
Statement
So
of
balance
equity.
sheet, income statement, statement of changes in equity, and cash flow statement. So yun yung 4 financial statements nyo. It is not a permanent accounting tool. Parang, so optional lang talaga siya to prepare your worksheet. Parang ano lang siya, para mapabilis yung pag-prepare nyo ng FS. Yan. It is also not a journal nor part of the general ledger. So what are the steps in preparing a worksheet? First, you prepare a trial balance on the worksheet. So ito yung column. Ito yung unadjusted trial balance. So lahat ng mga journal entries nyo, pag pinost nyo siya sa ledger, magkakaroon ng ending balance, di ba? So yung ending balances ng each account, so for example, cash, ang normal balance ng cash debit, so dito nyo siya ilalagay. Tapos, second, enter the adjustments in the adjustment column. So if you also posted, if you did adjusting entries, you will enter them in this column. So if you made an entry for, like, for example, debit depreciation, credit accumulated depreciation, so you will put the debit depreciation expense and credit accumulated depreciation in the column. And then adjusted trial balance in the adjusted trial balance column. So any adjustments, you will get the adjusted balance. So from unadjusted plus minus adjustments equals adjusted balance. So i-extend nyo na yung amounts dito sa column na to. And then extend adjusted trial balance amounts to appropriate financial statements column, financial statement columns. Ano nga ba yung ine-extend natin sa income statement?
revenue, and
Yun, revenue and expense accounts. Dito
expense.
nyo siya i-extend. Sa balance sheet naman, ano yung i-extend nyo?
Asset, liability, and equity.
Yun. So lahat ng asset accounts, liabilities accounts, and owner's equity account, i-extend nyo sa column na to. So later on, dun sa in-upload ko is try natin i-solve. Yan. And then the total statement columns compute the net income or net loss and complete the worksheet. So yung difference ng debit and credit dito sa income statement column, pag more than yung credit, ibig sabihin may profit. Pag more than yung debit, ibig sabihin may loss. Kasi normal balance ng income is credit. Yun. So ang difference nito, yun yung net income or net loss nyo. Yan. So, ito yung mga financial statements. The statement of comprehensive income or income statement, statement of changes in owner's equity, and statement of financial position. Wala, hindi niya na-include yung cash flow statement. Then the worksheet discussed above may be used as a tool to prepare the financial statements. Yan. So, example ng statement of comprehensive income, ito. So, kapag nagpe-prepare kayo ng financial statements, you have to put the business name and then the name of the financial statement or the report. Yan, so statement of comprehensive income, and then for the month ended, anong month ended. Pag income statement, you always use the phrase for the month ended December 31, ganon. Kapag balance sheet naman, as of a specific date siya kasi yung amount sa balance sheet, cumulative siya. So as of December 31 lang siya. Hindi siya for the month ended or for the year ended. Sa income statement lang yun. Yan. The statement of comprehensive income shows the net income or loss of the entity's operations and financial activities for the reporting period. It includes the revenues and expense accounts. So, na-discuss natin. So, ilagay nyo lang all the revenue accounts, and then all the expense accounts. So, i-list down nyo lang total dito, and then yung breakdown dito, then total, ang difference ng dalawa, yun yung net income or loss nyo. Ganito lang itsura ng statement of comprehensive income or income statement.
For month of December lang yun?
Yeah, for example lang to. But usually for the year ended yan.
Okay po.
Depende sa problem. Pag nagsosolve kayo ng problem for a year, so dapat ilagay nyo dito for the year ended instead of month. Pero pag 1 month lang yung transaction nyo, for the month ended lang. So it depends. Yan. So you also have statement of changes in owner's equity. It shows the changes in owner's equity account. So yan. So name of the business, name of the report or financial statement, and then for the month ended December 31. So ganito yung itsura ng statement of changes in owner's equity. So basically you show the movements of your equity account. So you plot the beginning balance, which is if you are in your first year of operations, you have 0. And then you add any investment. And then you also add the net income. You remember we discussed before that we close net income or loss to our equity account. So whenever you have a net income, you add it to your equity or capital account. So these are the additions to your capital or equity account, investment and net income. And then you also have deductions. You will deduct here the drawings. So the net movement will be the ending balance. Yan.
So ma'am, kapag multiple owners po, dyan din po ilagay?
Yes. So sa partnership naman yun. So yung ilalagay nyo dito, like A capital or B capital or ano ba yung name, capital, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
So for every owner or partner, meron silang own capital account. Yun. And then you also have statement of financial position. It shows the entity's assets, liabilities, and stockholders' equity as of reporting date. Yan. So the name of the business, report name or FS name or financial statement name, and then the date. So ito wala nang for the month ended or for the year ended, diretso as of December 31 siya. Kasi cumulative siya, hindi siya report for a specific period. Yeah, like for example, yung sa income statement, kino-compute niya lang from January 1 until December 31, 12 months period lang. Kasi at the end of that 12 months, i-close siya sa capital accounts. So, ang financial position, cumulative siya. So, as of a specific period, nako-compute nyo yung ending balances ng assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. So, i-list down nyo lang cash, accounts receivable, lahat ng assets, supplies, prepaid insurance, office equipment, and any accumulated depreciation. So, yung ilalagay nyo lang dito yung net carrying amount, which is the cost minus accumulated depreciation. Yun yung carrying amount ng PPE nyo. So, i-add nyo lang total assets and then liabilities naman, list down nyo lahat ng liabilities, notes payable, accounts payable, interest payable, unearned service revenue, salaries and wages payable, and then i-total nyo. Also, you add the owner's capital to get the ending balance of your liabilities and equity account. So, always ang balance sheet nyo, total assets should equal to total liabilities and owner's equity. Ito yung pinaka-accounting equation nyo, di ba? So, ito yung balance sheet. So, pag mag-prepare kayo ng financial statements, ganito yung itsura.
So yung statement of final position, ma'am, yan na po yung balance sheet sa financial statements?
Yes. Formal name lang to siya ng, dapat financial to eh, hindi to final. Financial position. Ayan. So, other name nito is balance sheet. Ang other name ng income statement is statement of comprehensive income. Yun. So, pag tinanong kayo, ano yung statement of financial position, basically yun yung balance sheet. Yan. And then, after preparing the financial statements, you close your books. So, we discussed before, di ba? Na-discuss na ba natin yung temporary and permanent accounts? So, temporary or nominal accounts relate only to a given accounting period. Yun. So, from January 1 to December. So, December, you close these accounts. They include all income statement accounts and the owner's drawing account. So, lahat ng income and expense accounts and drawing account. All temporary accounts are closed. Bring to zero at the end of the accounting period. Yun. So, important, i-bring to zero nyo yung accounts na to para sa next period, mako-compute nyo ulit kung magkano yung net income or net loss for that specific year. Yan. Kasi hindi naman sa accounting or pag nagpe-prepare kayo ng financial statements, hindi naman kine-carry over yung net income nyo last year para i-add sa this year para ma-compute yung total. Para makapag-decide ng mabuti ang business, ma-compare nila ang income last year and this year, kinakailangan i-close yung last year para hindi accumulate yung balances ng income and expense accounts. Kaya siya kino-close. And then, you also have permanent or real accounts. This relate to one or more future accounting periods. So ito, cumulative balances, yung like cash, hindi kino-close yung cash, lahat ng assets or liabilities, hindi nyo naman i-close yun. They include all financial position accounts, balance sheet accounts, and owner's capital accounts. All permanent accounts are not closed from period to period. The balance is carried forward to the next accounting period. Yan. So, ano yung closing entries? Paano kayo mag-close ng books? So, closing entries formally recognize the transfer of net income or net loss and owner's drawings to owner's capital account. So, kino-close nyo lang lahat ng income, lahat ng expense, lahat ng drawing sa owner's capital account. They also produce a zero balance in each temporary account. So ano yung account na binabangga nyo sa pag-close ng books? You use income summary account. So sa closing ng books, you will have a new account which is income summary. It is a summary account used to close the income and expense account. Yan. So note, journalizing and posting closing entries are made only at the end of the annual accounting period. Hindi kayo nagko-close in the middle of the year. So only at the end of the accounting period. So what are the steps? First step, debit each revenue account for its balance and credit income summary for total revenue. So ito yung pro forma adjusting closing entry nyo. Debit all the revenue kapag more than yung revenue nyo sa service revenue, i-list down nyo lang lahat, i-debit nyo lahat. So yung kunin nyo yung ending balances. And then credit income summary para ma-zero out yung balances ng revenue accounts nyo. So from here, sana ba yun? From here, income statement, pag meron kayong more than one revenue account dito sa credit column, i-close nyo lang yun, i-debit nyo lang yun. And then credit income summary account. And then second step, debit income summary for total expenses and credit each expense account for its balance. So lahat naman ng expense nyo, pag maraming expense, i-list down nyo lang, i-credit nyo sila. Di ba ang normal balance ng expense is debit? So para itanggalin nyo yung expense, bawasan nyo yung expense, gawin yung zero, i-credit nyo siya. Ang corresponding debit nyo naman is income summary. So pag i-compute nyo yung difference ng income summary dito and income summary dito, yun yung net income nyo. Kapag i-post nyo to at i-post nyo to sa GL ng income summary, ang difference will be the net income or net loss. Kapag mas malaki ang debit, net loss. Pag mas malaki ang credit, net income. Yun, tandaan nyo yun. And then next closing entry, debit income summary and credit owner's capital for the amount of net income. Yan. So yung difference ngayon, kapag may net income, mas malaki ang credit, di ba? So since may credit balance yung income summary nyo, magkano man yun, i-debit nyo siya. Sa owner's capital naman yung credit. Kasi, ibig sabihin no, net income siya, i-close nyo siya sa owner's capital account. Dadagdagan nyo yung owner's capital nyo, kaya credit. To increase owner's capital, you credit it. So the owner's capital account is increased because of the net income. Kapag may net loss kayo, baligtad yung entry nyo dito. I-debit nyo yung owner's capital, i-credit nyo yung income summary para ma-eliminate yung balance sa income summary account nyo. So yun. And then the last closing entry, debit owner's capital for the balance in the owner's drawings account and credit owner's drawings for the same amount. So i-close nyo naman sa owner's capital kung ano may yung drawing niya during the year. Kapag may ending balance yung drawing account nyo, like for example, 20,000, so i-close nyo siya. Close drawing account to capital. So ito yung 4 closing entries nyo. Yan. Medyo clear ba?
Wait ba? Naguluhan ka. Ma'am, ano po ulit yung income summary po?
Ano lang siya, parang account used for closing entries. Bale,
So
kabangga lang siya ng mga kino-close nyo. For example, revenue. Para ma-eliminate yung revenue, gagawin yung zero, i-debit nyo, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yun.
So,
So,
dapat balance yan, ma'am?
ang alin?
Dapat balance yung debit at credit dyan?
Oo. Kasi 'di ba sa journal entries dapat may debit and dapat may credit. Yun. So for example, meron kayong total revenue of 100,000. Credit yun, 'di ba? Ngayon, pag
Yes, ma'am.
i-close nyo yung 100,000 na yun, i-debit nyo service revenue, debit 100,000 and credit income summary 100,000. So same amount. And then let's say for example, meron kayong total expenses, ito total expenses nyo like for example, 75,000. Pag in-add nyo lahat to, meron kayong 75,000. So i-credit nyo lahat ng yun, lahat ng expenses nyo for 75,000. And then i-debit nyo naman ang income summary for 75,000. So ngayon, meron kang credit balance na income summary of 100,000 and meron kang debit of 75,000. Ang difference nun is
Net income.
25,000 net income. Yun. So ngayon, ang net income na yun, 25,000, i-close nyo na siya sa capital account nyo. Since may 100,000 kang credit and 75,000 kang debit, meron ka ngayong ending balance of 25,000 sa income summary nyo pag i-post nyo tong journal entry sa ledger ng income summary.
Yes, ma'am.
Yun. So ngayon, para ma-eliminate yung 25,000 na ending balance ng income summary, i-close nyo na siya sa owner's capital. So ang i-close nyong amount dito is only the net income, which is 25,000. So debit income summary 25,000, credit owner's capital 25,000. Yun na yung pinaka net income nyo. Kasi
Yes,
gawa
ma'am.
kayo ng T account. Paano ba? T account. Imagine, T account ng income summary. Credit 100,000 dito, tapos debit 75,000 dito. So may ending balance kang 25,000. So gawin mo tong 0, i-debit mo to, debit dito sa kabila 25,000, credit naman owner's capital 25,000. So ganun para i-close nyo yung net income or i-add nyo yung net income sa capital account.
Yes, ma'am. Okay po. Nagulan kasi ako. Akala ko, ma'am, same yung income summary sa debit dito sa number 2 at sa number 1.
Credit dito naman debit.
So, sa 1 po pala yung mga revenue po. Tapos yung total revenue.
So,
tapos sa 2, total expenses po.
Opo. Yun. So, yan. So, first step, debit each revenue account. Second step, debit income summary for total expenses and credit each expense account. Ito, i-close nyo muna. First step, close all revenue accounts. Second step, close all expense accounts. So, third step, close the balance of the income summary account pag pinost nyo ng 1 and 2. Whatever the balance, pag debit yung balance ng income summary, meaning net loss, so i-credit nyo siya. Pag credit naman yung balance ng income summary nyo siya, is net income. So, i-debit nyo siya. Yan. So, later on, try natin i-solve yung in-upload ko sa e-class para ma-complete natin yung accounting cycle. Makita nyo. Yan.
Okay,
So,
ma'am.
notice that accounts with debit normal balances are credited and accounts with credit normal balances are debited. This is to eliminate the balance of each temporary account. Income summary has no normal balance. Owner's drawing is not an expense and is not a factor in determining net income. So, hindi siya expense but withdrawal of your capital. So, after closing your books, you can prepare now the post-closing trial balance. So dito sa post-closing trial balance, makikita na lang yung assets, liabilities, and equity. Wala na yung income and expense. So it is prepared after journalizing and posting all closing entries. it lists permanent accounts na lang nandito and their balances after journalizing and posting of closing entries. It proves also the equality of the permanent account balances that will be carried forward to the next accounting period. So ito na yung ito na yung beginning balances nyo for the next accounting period. And no temporary accounts will be reflected since they have zero balances after the closing entry. So makikita nyo cash, accounts receivable, allowance for bad debts, art supplies, prepaid rent, prepaid insurance, lahat ng assets, and any contra account, and the liabilities and owner's equity account. So yan. So dapat balance yung trial balance nyo. Total debits should equal to total credits. Example lang to. Yan. So you also have the concept of reversing entries. Reversing entries are an optional. Reversing entries are optional step to simplify the accounting process made at the beginning of the next accounting period. It is a journal entry that is just the opposite of the adjusting entry made at the end of the preceding accounting period. It simply reversed the adjusting journal entry of the previous period at the beginning of the next period. So what are adjusting entries that can be reversed? Prepayments, prepaid expense if you used expense method, unearned revenue if you used income method, accrued expenses, and accrued income. So for example, if you debited utilities expense at year-end December 31 and you credited utilities payable for 4,500, you can reverse this entry at the beginning of the accounting period of the next accounting period. So how you reverse? Debit utilities payable, credit utilities expense. So the purpose of reversing entry is to simplify the accounting process made at the beginning of the next accounting period. So pag kayo ayaw nyong para hindi kayo maguluhan na nag-adjust kayo, kung gusto nyo cash basis yung recording nyo, i-reverse nyo lang yung entries nyo. Para later on, pag nag-actual bayad na kayo, i-debit nyo utilities expense, credit cash. Wala na kayong payable. So ito lang yung mga pwedeng i-reverse. Any prepayment pag gumamit kayo ng expense method, and any unearned revenue pag gumamit kayo ng income method, and accrued expenses like for example, ito in-accrue nyo yung expense nyo, and accrued income. So next, January 1, let's say for example, January 1, if ayaw nyong mag-reflect sa books nyo, this January 1 yung adjusting entries, i-reverse nyo lang siya para pagdating ng time na naka-receive kayo ng bayad or nagbayad na kayo, cash na yung account na gagamitin nyo instead of the payable. Pero,
So, yung sa utilities payable, ma'am, ngayon, kapag nabayaran na siya, gagawin na siyang cash.
oo, kasi pag nag-reverse ka, pag hindi ka nag-reverse, debit mo ang utilities payable.
Okay, ma'am.
So, yun. Pero, mas okay sa akin, personally, hindi na mag-reverse. Kasi mas dagdag trabaho lang. Pero optional lang naman siya, optional step. Kaya hindi din siya masyadong ini-stress out sa lesson. Kasi pwede naman ganito yung kapag nag-adjust kayo, i-ano nyo lang. Kapag may balance yung utilities payable nyo, diretso ng debit utilities payable and credit credit, cash. Diba? So, yun. So, ang worksheet nyo, ganito yung itsura. Yan. So, unadjusted, i-extend nyo yung balances ng assets, ng lahat ng accounts, cash, equipment, notes payable sa credit column, owner's equity sa credit column, and then drawings, debit, service fees, then rent expense, supplies expense. So ito yung unadjusted trial balance nyo. Dapat yung totals balance. Total debit should equal to total credit. And then if nagkaroon kayo ng adjusting entries, i-post nyo dito sa adjustment column. For example, utilities expense 3,000. Ilagay nyo dito 3,000 and utilities payable 3,000. Pag wala dito yung mga account titles sa adjusting entries nyo, magli-list down kayo ng account titles dito. Since wala yung utilities payable dito or expense dito sa taas, so dito nyo i-list down yung additional account titles nyo when you did your adjustments. So example, utilities expense 3,000 debit and credit utilities payable 3,000. And then interest expense, debit 1,000, credit interest payable 1,000. And then same depreciation expense, debit, accumulated depreciation credit. And then prepaid rent, since meron na kayong rent expense dito sa taas, dito nyo ilalagay yung 50,000 na kabanggang credit ng prepaid rent nyo. And then prepaid supplies, meron kayong supplies expense, so dito naman yung credit. Yan. So lahat ng debits and lahat ng credits sa adjustment column nyo dapat equal pa rin balance, 77,000. So parang nagpo-post lang kayo sa ledger ng mga journal entries ng adjusting entries nyo. So for example, nagkaroon kayo ng adjusting entry na debit interest, receivable, credit interest, income. So ilagay nyo lang interest receivable dito, debit column, and interest income credit column. And then, i-extend nyo na yung running balance sa adjusted trial balance. So i-add nyo lang. Cash, meron ba siyang additional debit or credit? Wala. So, extend nyo lang yung balance ng cash dito, ng equipment dito, ng notes payable dito, ng owner's equity dito, ng drawing sa debit, tapos ng service fees dito, and then yung rent expense, meron kang beginning balance na 60,000, and then meron kang adjustment na credit of 50,000. So yung running balance ng rent expense mo is 10,000. And then same sa supplies expense, beginning or unadjusted minus adjustment credit. So ang balance niya lang talaga is 30,000. So gawin nyo lang the same sa mga account titles below. And then meron na kayong adjusted trial balance. So same pa rin, dapat equal yung ending, yung totals nyo, debit and credit. And then ang mga accounts na i-extend nyo sa income statement column, yung mga income and expense accounts. Yan, expense accounts and income account. Sa balance sheet naman, assets, liabilities, and equity. Dito, huwag niyong kalimutan yung sa adjustments. Pag meron kayong mga expense accounts, dito siya sa income statement. Pag meron kayong liability account, dito siya sa balance sheet. Yan. So kung makikita nyo dito, total credit sa income statement is 220,000. Tapos total debit sa income statement is 47,000. Yung difference, yun yung net income nyo, 173,000. So maglalagay kayo ng additional row dito sa baba ng income statement for the net income para maging balance yung totals nyo. 220. Itong 173,000, i-extend nyo siya dito sa balance sheet under credit column kasi i-close nyo siya sa capital account para maging balance yung total debits nyo 480,000 and total credits nyo 480,000. So ganito yung itsura ng worksheet nyo. So base sa worksheet, makikita nyo yung net income. And ma-prepare nyo na yung income statement using these balances and balance sheet statement using these balances.
Ganun yung final comprehensive requirement namin, ma'am, no?
So, after nito, mag-prepare tayo, mag-journalize tayo. So, done na. Sige, puntahan natin yung yan, nakikita nyo ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Opo, ma'am.
Wow.
So, nabubuksan nyo ba yung problem nasa e-class? Para, hindi ko kasi ma-share.
Yung alin po?
Yung in-upload ko sa e-class.
Yung assignment na ba yan, ma'am?
Yung
Ma'am, yung
final
worksheet.
requirement. Ganito na lang. Yan. Nakikita nyo na?
Okay na po.
Yan. So, try natin i-journalize, i-post sa general ledger, mag-prepare ng unadjusted trial balance, then prepare adjusting entries, then gagawa tayo ng worksheet, and then mag-close tayo ng mag-closing entries tayo, and then prepare post-closing, and then try natin gumawa ng balance sheet and income statement account. Income statement. Okay, so sige, try natin yung number 1. Popoy established Basha Health Club and Spa, where he provides fitness and wellness programs to public on October 1, 2020. The following were the transactions during the first 3 months of operations. So Popoy made an initial investment of 450,000 to the business on October 1. So ano yung entry nyo dito?
Debit cash, credit, Popoy equity. Popoy capital pala.
Capital. Yeah, Popoy capital.
Then, second, the business acquired office equipment for 130,000 on the same day, paying 50% in advance and the balance to be paid on the beginning of next year. Office equipment has a useful life of 7 years with estimated scrap value of 20,000. So, ano yung entry nyo dito?
Debit muna ng equipment, ma'am.
Debit equipment. How much?
130,000.
And then, ano yung corresponding credits nyo?
Then cash,
Cash.
65,000.
Yan.
And payable, account payable. Account payable, 65,000.
Yan. Tapos next, the business paid 2 years rent in advance amounting to 192,000 on October 15. The landlord gave them 15 days of free rent from October 1 to 15. Popoy recorded this as prepaid rent in his books. So, ano yung debit nyo?
Debit prepaid rent.
Paid rent.
Debit prepaid rent.
192,000.
Credit.
Credit cash.
Cash.
Yes, cash.
Yan. And then next naman, the business purchased supplies worth 40,000 cash on October 16 and Popoy used the expense method to record such purchase.
Debit supplies expense.
Supplies.
Credit.
Credit cash.
Cash.
Magkano? 40.
For 40,000.
40,000.
And then total service fees billed to clients on account amounted to 330,000. So for the year, for the 3 months ended na to. Debit.
Debit accounts receivable.
Debit accounts receivable. Magkano?
330,000.
Credit.
Credit service income. Service revenue.
Yeah, same lang yan. Service fee, service revenue, Um, and then total collections on AR amounted to 190,000.
Debit account receivable.
Collection na ng AR.
Okay, so cash,
So
debit
debit
cash,
cash, 190,000.
190,000.
Credit,
Credit accounts receivable.
ano lang. Tapos, Popoy took 75,000 cash from the business.
Popoy drawing. Debit. Popoy drawing.
Credit,
Cash.
Cash.
and then total salaries paid to employees amounted to 60,000.
Salaries expense. Debit.
Expense.
60,000.
60,000.
Credit,
Credit cash. 60,000.
tapos last total payments for utilities expense amounted to 75,000.
Debit utilities expense.
Utilities expense.
Credit cash 75,000.
Yan. So, ngayon, done na tayo mag-journalize. Try natin i-post sa sa general ledger. So, i-post natin yung first transaction sa cash account, 450,000 debit. Tapos, 110. Ganito lang. Popoy Capital. Credit.
Unmute ako, Al Ryan.
What?
Anong PR ng so para makita yan. PR ng Popoy Capital 310. And then equipment debit 130 190. Cash 110. Tapos accounts payable 210. So ganito kayo ha, naintindihan nyo ba? Nagigets nyo? I-post nyo lang sa ledger. Prepaid rent, debit. Cash 110. Credit. And then supplies expense. Yung journal reference, ito yung page number ng journal book nyo. So dito sa journal book, J1 yung page number. So ilagay nyo lang. Pag nasa page 2 na kayo, J2 na siya. Or kung ano ba yung numbering ng journal book nyo. So ito yung JR. Yung PR, yung account title sa ledger. Ito. Ito yung PR. Yan. So pag pinopost nyo na sa ledger, ilagay nyo ang PR dito sa column para malaman nyo na pinost nyo na siya sa ledger. So ang supplies naman, supplies expense, may debit kayong 40,000 and may credit to cash 40,000. So ang supplies expense nyo is 535, cash 110. Ang AR nyo, may debit of 330. Ang AR is 120. Ang service fees, meron kang credit of 330. Ang account code niya is 410. And then may debit kang cash 190. AR 190 credit. So dito siya sa credit column. And then AR is 120. Then Popoy drawing, meron kang debit of 75,000. Ano yung account code? 320. And then cash credit 75,000. Meron kang salaries expense of 60,000. Debit. So dito siya sa debit column. Ang code is 520. And then cash naman credit 60,000. And then utilities expense, debit of 75,000. So 530 and cash finally 75,000 credit 110. So ito na yung itsura ng ledger nyo. So for cash, total debits is 640,000, total credits 507,000. So yung ending balance ng cash nyo, debit balance is 133,000. Okay, so i-total nyo lang. Itong balance, running balance siya. So, pag may debit, i-extend nyo lang dito. Pag may credit, i-deduct nyo. So, ito minus ito, 385. Minus ito, 193. Minus ito, 153. Plus ito, 343. Minus, so ganun yung general ledger nyo. Running balance yung dito sa column na to. So lahat ng debits and lahat ng credits, dapat yung ending balance nyo yung difference ng dalawa. So in this case, ang ending balance ng cash account nyo is 133,000 debit. And then ending balance ng Popoy capital account nyo is 450,000 since isa lang siya. And then sa equipment, 130,000. And then sa accounts payable, credit, 65,000. And then 192,000 for the rent, prepaid rent, debit, and debit for supplies expense, 40,000. And accounts receivable, debit, kasi meron kang debit dito, meron kang credit, meron kang outstanding accounts receivable of 140,000. And then for service fees, you have 330,000 credit. For Popoy drawing, 75,000 debit. And supplies expense, debit 60,000. And utilities expense, debit of 75,000. So ito yung general ledger nyo. So based on your general ledger, meron kayong ending balances. Ito na yung i-extend nyo sa unadjusted trial balance. So let's try to prepare the unadjusted trial balance. Nandito na siya. So list down nyo lang lahat ng account titles. So meron kang cash, accounts receivable, prepaid rent. So sa pag-prepare ng unadjusted trial balance or any trial balance, dapat in order siya ng balance sheet and income statement. So first, you list down all your assets and then all your liabilities and then your capital, drawing, all your income, and all your expense. So ganun yung pag-list down nyo ng accounts sa trial balance. Dapat una yung mga balance sheet items and then income statement items. Wag para hindi magulo, like yung expense na una dito. So always assets una, and then liabilities, and then equity, and then income, and then expense. So ganun yung sequence sa trial balance nyo. Ngayon, since na-list down nyo na yung accounts, i-extend nyo lang sa debit columns lahat ng may debit balances and sa credit column lahat ng may credit balances. So ang cash, di ba, ang normal balance ng cash is debit. So dito siya sa column ng debit. Ito naman dito sa column ng credit. Yan. So ganito yung unadjusted trial balance nyo. Debit, cash, AR 140, debit, prepaid rent 192, and then 130, office equipment, accounts payable 65, Popoy capital 450, Popoy drawing 75, 330 service fees, and then salary 60, utilities 75, supplies 40. So ngayon, meron na tayong unadjusted trial balance. So makikita nyo, total debits equals total credits. Okay na gets ba paano mag-prepare ng unadjusted trial balance?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So ganun ha. So meron kayong account code, account title.
Ano yung pang bonus niya yan, ma'am?
Ha?
Pang bonus?
Anong bonus?
Kasi 'di ba, yan yung ano namin, ma'am. Ipapasa or babaguhin niyo na.
Hindi. Hindi ko na ibibigay, ano na lang, discussion na lang para mas maintindihan nyo. Kasi wala nang time.
Nice. Thank you, ma'am.
Wala nang
So-
time, last meeting na kasi next week. So, pang finals na lang siya.
Okay.
Sige, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Or gusto niyo mag-solve ulit?
Hindi na, ma'am.
Hindi na, ma'am. Okay
Yeah.
na yan, ma'am.
Merry
Ma'am,
Christmas, ma'am.
Ano nga po yung nga?
Merry
Okay na
Christmas.
yan, ma'am.
Pinapanood ko pa lang namin, ma'am. Sobrang natuto na kami. Okay na yan.
Yes, ma'am. Sobra.
Actually, may sasabihin ako. mas feeling ko mas nagigets nyo pa kaysa sa mga naka-accounting students.
Ganun, ma'am?
Naks.
Oo.
Ariba LM at BA.
LM lang malak.
Mag-shift na kayo, pwede na kayo mag-accounting.
Mag-GD ko na sa pinag-shift ka na may.
GG tayo pag mag-shift.
Yun.
Ngayon lang to, easy, ma'am.
So, okay. Pero kaya nyo naman yan. Yan. Ngayon, meron na tayong unadjusted trial balance. So, remember, di ba, dapat pag mag-prepare kayo ng reports, labeled yung reports nyo. Dapat may name ng company, may name ng report, in this case, unadjusted trial balance, and the date. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, ganito dapat tatlo. Yan. And then, ngayon naman, we will prepare the adjusting entries. So, meron additional information for the adjusting entries. Sabi, unused supplies on December 31 amounted to 5,000. So, ano yung adjusting entry nyo dito?
Debit supplies.
Ang initial entry nyo to record supplies before was, ano ba?
Expense.
Debit supplies expense 40,000, credit cash 40,000. So to adjust the on-hand amount or unused supplies, ano yung gagawin nyo? Ano yung adjusting entry nyo?
Debit supplies, ma'am. Then credit yung supplies expense.
Yes, debit supplies, credit supplies expense. Magkano?
If yung natira daw is 5,000, so 5,000, ma'am. 5,000 debit, 5,000 credit.
Yan. So 5,000. Ngayon, updated na yung supplies account nyo. Hindi overstated yung supplies expense nyo. Kasi initially, ni-record nyo siyang 40,000. Pero at the end of the period, may on-hand kang 5,000. So, mali kapag i-record mo ng buo ng 40,000. Dapat mag-recognize ka ng asset portion of the supplies, which is 5,000 yung unused. Yan. And then number 2, one of the debtors of Popoy with an account balance of 45,000 is undergoing financial difficulties. He estimated that only 35,000 of the account will be collected.
Debit bad debts expense. 10,000.
10,000 kasi
35,000.
ang difference ng 45 and 35. Credit,
Allowance for bad debts.
yan. So, since 35,000 lang yung makokollect out of 45,000, meron kang difference of 10,000 na uncollectible. So, you will be providing for bad debts expense for this uncollectible account. This case, 10,000. So, ganito yung adjusting entry nyo for recognizing bad debts expense. And then unpaid salaries and unpaid utilities at year-end amounted to 20,000 and 25,000 respectively. So, ano yung entry nyo dito?
Debit salaries expense 20,000. Credit salaries payable. 20,000.
Tapos, dito naman,
Utilities expense debit 25,000.
25,000.
Credit utilities payable 25,000.
And then, lastly, Popoy uses the straight line method to record depreciation.
So, sa equipment yan, ma'am. Sa number 2.
Yeah, so meron kang 130,000 equipment. Meron daw useful life of 7 years. and estimated scrap value of 20,000.
Debit depreciation expense.
Magkano?
Not sure. 3,928.57. So yung equation, ma'am, is 130,000 minus 20,000. Then times divided by 7 years times October, November, December, 3 months divided by 12.
Kailan nyo siya na-purchase?
October,
October 1. So,
October,
October,
so 3
November,
months.
December.
So, ano ma'am, 3,928.57.
Yan.
Ma'am,
Ganito ha.
hindi naman gumagalaw sa akin.
Hindi gumagalaw. Wait.
Wala man, ma'am. Di man
Hindi
gumagalaw.
po gumagalaw. Kaya, skala ko,
Yun.
ayan na ma'am. Okay po.
So, 130,000 minus scrap value or residual value, salvage value, same lang yun ang meaning. So, remember, scrap value, salvage value, residual value, same lang yan ang meaning. So, ide-deduct yun siya sa cost para makuha yung depreciable amount ng asset nyo. And then, divided by how many years? Useful life? 7 years. And then, times 3/12 kasi 3 months pa lang siya in use. So, 3 divided by 12 months. So, yung answer is 3,928 yung depreciation expense nyo. Credit,
Accumulated depreciation.
yan. Ano pa yung nakalimutan yung i-adjust?
Yung rent? Wait lang.
So, ano yung entry nyo sa rent? Remember, nagbayad ng advance payment rent for 2 years.
Asset method yung nagamit, ma'am, no?
Oo. Prepaid rent yung dinebit.
So, therefore, rent expense,
Debit rent expense, magkano? So, sinabi, rent-free yung from 1 to 15. So, i-expire nyo lang from 15.
2.5 months.
Mm.
$40,000?
20,000?
40,000. Wait. So, yung used man po, yung used or yung expired portion.
2 years, di ba? So, divided by 24.
Ay,
The business paid 2 years rent in advance.
20,000.
Yun. So, be careful kayo sa dates and kung ano yung ano niya para hindi kayo magkamali sa adjusting entries yan. And then the credit,
Prepaid rent.
yan, 20,000.
Ma'am, excuse.
Yes.
Paano yun ulit yung equation ng 20, ma'am? 20,000.
Yan. So, 192,000 yung cost na binayaran nyo divided by 24 months. 24 kasi, 2 years. 2 years yung validity ng rent nyo. So, 192,000 times 24, divided by 24, 8,000 yung rent expense nyo per month. Okay? 8,000 per month yung rent expense nyo. Ngayon, nag-expire na yung 15 October to 31 October, which is half ng month, and then November full month, and December full month. So, 2.5 yung expired portion ng rent nyo. So, ang monthly nyo, 8,000 times 2.5. So, 20,000.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yan, clear ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So ngayon, done na tayo mag-prepare ng adjusting journal entries. Ngayon, i-update na natin yung pwede na tayong mag-prepare ng worksheet. Yan. So dito sa worksheet, pwede na natin i-close to. Dito sa worksheet, i-extend nyo sa unadjusted trial balance yung amount sa unadjusted trial balance nyo. So cash, dito. And then accounts receivable, prepaid rent, office equipment, accounts payable, Opoy capital, Opoy drawing, service fees, salaries expense, utilities expense, supplies expense. So ito yun ha. Ito yung unadjusted trial balance na pinipare natin kanina, di ba? So ilalagay natin siya sa worksheet dito. Lahat ng debit, i-extend nyo sa debit column. Lahat ng credit, i-extend nyo sa credit column. So, i-total nyo siya, dapat balance. Pag hindi kayo balance dyan, mali na. And then, ilalagay nyo na yung, i-post nyo na yung adjusting entries nyo. So, ano muna natin to. So, first adjusting entry, supplies. Debit, 5,000, debit, ano nga natin to. So, meron ka bang supplies dito? Wala. So, maglalagay ka dito ng adjustment number 1, supplies. Nag-debit tayo, di ba?
Yes,
Debit,
ma'am.
5,000. And then, supplies expense credit. Dito siya sa credit column.
5,000.
Yun. So, dito nyo siya nilagay, di ba? Kasi meron nang nakalagay na supplies expense. So, dito nyo ilalagay yung corresponding credit. So, done na tayo dito. Dito naman,
Bad debts expense.
bad debts expense and allowance for bad debts. Since walang budgets expense dito or budgets expense, dito nyo siya ilalagay. Debit budgets
Isa ba?
expense. Hmm?
Wala po.
Debit budgets expense 10,000. Credit allowance 10,000. Yan. And then number 3, salaries expense 20,000, salaries payable 20,000.
May salaries expense ata tayo sa taas.
Oo. Yan, salaries expense debit. Magkano?
20,000.
20,000. Debit ha, 20,000. Credit payable
20,000.
Tapos, next adjusting entry, utilities, expense and utilities payable. Magkano yun?
25,000.
So, utilities expense, meron din dito debit, 25,000. Credit, 25,000. Tapos, ano pa?
Depreciation expense. Accumulated depreciation.
And then lastly, prepaid.
Prepaid rent.
Rent expense, 20,000 prepaid rent. Debit, prepaid rent, 20.
Para saan po pala yung single quote, ma'am, pag nagta-type kayo sa Excel?
Ito,
Yes po.
para lang ma-recognize siya as text kasi pag tanggalin niya to, hindi pala. Ngayon, nagkaka-error siya.
Kaya pala.
Nasanay lang ako. Kasi pag nagpa-parenthesis, nagiging formula kasi siya. So, naglalagay ako ng quote para ma-recognize siya as text.
Sige po.
So, yan. So, i-prove nyo ulit yung totals ng debit column and credit column. Balance ba siya? So, yun. Balance pa rin siya. So, total debits, 83,928. Total credits, the same. Ito yung adjustments column sa worksheet nyo. Ngayon, mako-compute nyo na yung adjusted trial balance. Ano yung formula na dito? Ganito lang. So, debit plus debit minus credit. So, gawin nyo lang the same sa lahat. Joke lang. Plus debit minus credit. Yan. Sa credit naman, credit balance dito sa minus debit plus credit. So, in-extend nyo lang ang cash. Meron kang beginning 133, wala namang adjustment. So, ito lang i-extend nyo. And then, same with AR. Tapos, sa prepaid rent, meron kang adjustment of credit na 20,000. So, yung balance lang ng prepaid rent nyo at the end of the year is 172,000 lang. Ang equipment, the same. Tapos, payable, the same. Popoy capital, the same. Tapos, service fees, the same. Wala namang adjustment. Then, sa salaries expense, may adjustment kayong additional 20,000. So, yung total salaries expense nyo at the end of the year, 80,000. Same sa utilities, meron kang 100,000. Tapos, sa supplies expense, yung balance lang supplies expense nyo is 35,000. Instead of 40,000, 35 lang kasi yung 5,000 is an asset. So you recognize this 5,000 as supplies. Yan. And then bad debts expense, allowance for bad debt, salaries payable, utilities payable. And then you have depreciation expense also and accumulated depreciation. So, i-extend nyo lang sa adjusted trial balance yung mga amounts by taking into consideration the adjustments. Okay? Nagigets nyo ba?
Yes, ma'am.
So, done na tayo. Meron na tayong adjusted trial balance. Balance pa rin yung total debits and total credits nyo, which is 903,928. So, ipoprove nyo pa rin ang equality ng total debits and total credits. Yan. So, now, i-extend natin sa income statement mga dapat i-extend and sa balance sheet yung mga accounts. So, ang cash, saan natin siya i-extend?
Sa balance sheet,
Debit or credit?
debit.
And then, accounts receivable?
Balance sheet, debit.
Prepaid rent?
Balance sheet, debit.
And then, office equipment?
Balance sheet, ma'am.
Accounts payable?
Accounts payable, sa balance sheet pa rin.
Credit?
Credit,
Ang owner's equity balance sheet pa rin. And then, ang next,
Credit.
Popoy drawing?
debit.
Saan natin siya ilalagay?
Asset ba ang drawing, ma'am?
Ang drawing is a capital account. So,
So, balance sheet,
balance sheet debit. Hindi siya sa income statement kasi hindi siya expense ng business. So, sa balance sheet siya. And later on, pag magka-close kayo, i-close nyo siya sa capital account. And then, service fees.
service fees, revenue yan, ma'am, no?
Ah,
Income statement, ma'am.
Saang column?
Sa credit increase.
And then salaries expense.
Yes, income statement.
Debit or credit?
Debit, ma'am.
Debit.
Yan. Same sa utilities.
Utilities.
Lahat ng expense dito siya sa credit column. And then ano pa? Supplies. 5,000 na supplies.
Balance sheet.
Balance sheet asset. Debit. Bad debts expense.
Income statement.
Income
Debit.
statement debit kasi expense siya. And then allowance for bad debts.
Contra account, so therefore, sa balance sheet.
Balance sheet, debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit kasi contra account siya ng AR. And then salaries payable. 20,000.
Sa balance sheet, ma'am.
Balance sheet credit kasi payable liability. Utilities payable, the same, credit. And then
Depreciation
depreciation
expense, income statement.
Income statement.
Debit or credit? Debit.
Debit.
Accumulated depreciation.
Balance sheet.
Balance sheet credit kasi contra
Credit.
account ng office equipment. Tapos lastly, rent
And
expense.
expense, income statement,
Income.
debit.
Yan. So, pag i-total nyo lahat ng debits, 248,928. Total credits, 330,000. Meron siyang difference of 81,071.43. So, ano to? Net income or net loss?
Net income.
Net
Kasi
income.
credit is, ano to, mas
More
malaki.
than, when
Mataas.
credit is more than debit, meron kang net income. $81,000. So, pag i-add mo yung dalawa, 330,000, balance pa rin. So, yun yung difference. And then, itong 81,000, i-extend mo siya dito sa column na to, under credit. Kasi since net income siya, mai-increase ang capital account nyo. To increase capital, you credit it. So, dito siya sa credit side. Pag i-add nyo lahat ng debits nyo, 655,000 and all your credits is only 573,928. So, yung difference ng dalawa, 655 minus ito is 81,000. Yun yung net income nyo. Ngayon, i-close nyo tong 81,000 sa capital account. So, pag in-extend nyo yung 81,000, balance pa rin yung total debits and total credits nyo. Yan. So, ganito yung itsura ng worksheet. So, same, name ng company, and then report name, worksheet for the 3 months ending December 31, 2020. Okay, clear ba paano gumawa ng worksheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
Yan.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, pag natapos na yung worksheet, pwede na kayong mag-close ng books. So, paano ba mag-close ng books? Di ba na-discuss natin ano yung first
Service, total revenue, total income, debit, total revenue.
Ano ba yung mga revenue accounts natin? Ide-debit natin ito.
Service fees.
Debit service fees. Magkano yung balance ng service fees natin?
330,000.
Ano yung credit?
Credit income summary.
Ayan. Dito.
Income summary. 330,000. Tapos next step,
Total expenses.
ano yung mga
Debit
expense? Debit income summary.
Credit salaries expense, utilities expense, supplies expense,
Lahat ng to.
bad debts expense, depreciation expense, and rent expense.
So, yan. Tanggalin na lang natin to. Magkano yung mga balances nila? Salaries, 80, 35, bad debts. Ito. So, magkano? 248,928. Yan. So, nakita nyo dito, kinredit natin siya by 330,000. And then, dinebit natin siya by 248,000. Pag kunin natin yung difference ng total credit and total debit ng income summary, meron kang 81,071. So, the same dito yun, ito yung net income nyo. Ngayon, ang next step to close the books,
Sa capital account, ma'am.
debit,
So, debit income summary.
Debit income summary,
Since net income, so credit owner's equity.
credit owners, Popoy,
Popoy
capital.
capital.
Ito, ganito siya. Ito minus ito. Since meron siyang credit balance, so ngayon, tatanggalin natin yung credit balance niya, gagawin natin siyang 0. So, pag may T-account kayo, kapag ipopost nyo tong credit, 330,000, tapos itong debit, 248,000, yung ending balance nyo is credit of 81,000.
81,000.
So, ngayon, i-close nyo to, i-debit nyo to. I-debit nyo to by 81,000. Ngayon, 0 na siya. So, 0 na. I-close nyo siya. Okay? So, gets nyo ba paano yung concept ng income summary account?
Yes, ma'am.
So, ang last entry nyo, last closing entry,
Drawing, owner's drawing.
i-close nyo yung drawing account. Debit, ano?
Debit, owners sa Popoy Capital.
Debit Popoy Capital.
Credit, Popoy drawing.
How much?
81,000.
Meron kang 75,000.
70.
So, pag i-post nyo to, magiging zero yung drawing nyo. Kasi meron siyang debit balance, since kinredit nyo yung 75, magiging zero na yung Popoy drawing account nyo. And then, babawasan naman yung capital nyo by 75,000. Okay, so done na tayo sa closing entries. Now, maka-prepare tayo try natin mag-prepare ng financial statements. So, first na i-prepare natin is yung income statement. So, ganito yung itsura. Revenues or income, list down nyo based dito sa income statement natin. So, meron kang service fees, magkano?
330.
Dito.
Sorry.
So, dito yung reference nyo, income statement column pag nagpe-prepare kayo ng statement of comprehensive income. Tapos, lahat ng expenses, salaries expense, magkano nga yun?
80,000.
80. Then, utilities, 100.
100.
Supplies,
35,000.
35. Depreciation, 3,000. Rent expense, 20,000. Bad debts expense, 10,000. So, ang total nyo is, ito pala siya. Total expenses nyo, $248. So, yung difference minus ito is your net income. So, ito yung pinaka income statement nyo. So, ang name ng company and name ng report, and then for the 3 months ending December 31, 2020. Okay? Clear ba? So, ito yung reference na sa worksheet pag nag-prepare kayo ng income statement. Sa balance sheet naman, i-prepare muna natin yung statement of changes in owner's equity. So, how much yung Popoy Capital October 1? 0. Add investments. Magkano yung investment natin? 450,000. Add net income, ito.
81,000. Drawing 75,000.
So, yung balance ng Popoy Capital nyo is 456,071. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am. Since nag-drawing one siya. Ma'am?
Yes?
Parang yung screen,
Anong nangyari?
naghang ata yung screen. I don't know if sa akin lang.
Naghang rin.
Wait lang, anong nangyari?
Parang na-freeze siya, ma'am. Ay, yun,
Yan.
gumalaw. Gumalaw na, ma'am.
And then try natin yung mag-prepare ng balance sheet. So, cash, assets, ganito yung balance sheet nyo. name again, and then as of December 31 lang. Then assets, list down nyo yung assets, cash,
133,000.
accounts receivable. Dito tayo na ngayon sa balance sheet column. Then less allowance for dito siya sa dulo. Cash. $10,000 allowance for bad debts. So 130,000 lang yung carrying amount ng receivable natin. So yung initial amount, 140,000 minus allowance for bad debt. So ang i-extend natin dito is only the net amount, less of allowance. So supplies, meron tayong 5,000. Prepaid rent, meron tayong 172. Office equipment, 130. So total assets, 566,071. And then try natin yung liabilities and owner's equity. So meron tayong accounts payable, 65,000. Salaries payable, magkano? 20,000.
Utilities payable, 25,000.
25. So total liabilities natin is 110,000. Lahat ng to is 110. And then yung Popoy capital natin, ito yung i-extend natin sa balance sheet, yung pinost na natin na balance dito sa statement of changes in owner's equity. So na-compute natin before, 456,071 siya. Okay, so ito yung ilalagay natin. Kasi kinlose na natin yung income, net income dito, and kinlose na din natin yung drawings. So dito, magre-reflect siya yung ending balance na lang. So pag i-total nyo itong dalawa, total liabilities and owner's capital is 566,071. So balance yung balance sheet nyo. So ganun mag-prepare ng financial statements. So clear ba? Nagets nyo ba paano mag-prepare?
Yes, ma'am.
So pag may hindi kayo naintindihan, i-review nyo lang ang file na to, i-upload ko din to sa e-class.
Ma'am, gagawin po namin yung itong worksheet po.
Ha?
Gagawin po namin po yung itong worksheet o hindi na?
Hindi na. Kasi nasagot naman na natin. So pag,
Yay!
pag
Thank
may
you,
question
Ma.
kayo, anong lang. So dapat i-check nyo lagi yung equality ng total debits and total credits. Yun yung number 1 rule sa accounting. Balance lahat. So yan. Yung cash flows, since complicated siya, sa higher accounting na siya tinuturo. Statement of cash flows. So, ngayon yung basic lang, basic financial statements like balance sheet, income statement, and changes in owner's equity.
Basic pa pala yan, ma'am.
Hmm?
Basic pa pala.
Basic pa pala yan.
Super. Super basic. Kasi hindi naman ganito. Hindi naman in reality ganito lang yung transactions ng isang business. Siyempre, madaming complicated transactions yung business. Para bigyan lang kayo ng foundation, alam niyo yung rationale, yung concepts, paano i-apply para later on, pag naka-encounter kayo ng ganong situation, alam niyo yung concept na i-apply. Wala na akong voice.
Ano din yan, ma'am, yung sa financial accounting na magiging subject namin next year?
Financial accounting.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa financial accounting, siguro specific accounts na siya. Like for example, sa cash accounts or AR accounts or PPE accounts, mga ganun. Mga
Yes, ma'am.
transactions in those accounts. Paano nyo siya i-treat, paano nyo i-recognize, paano nyo i-record. Yun. Like kung gagamitin nyo ba ang fair value, gagamitin nyo ba, anong value ang gagamitin nyo.
Okay, ma'am.
So pag strong yung foundation nyo, easy na lang yan sa mga susunod.
Ito ba yung
na ano.
foundation?
Oo. So dapat na-gets nyo yung basic foundation.
Next year pa yun, ma'am. So baka makalimutan na yun. Makalimutan na ito.
Tamang
Meron
reward
kami
sa
ganyan,
Rubik,
ma'am.
sino?
Finak.
I-save nyo na lang yung mga lectures natin para hindi kayo
Ay,
mawala.
nag-FINAC na. Sino yung nagsabi nag-FINAC?
Meron kami.
So, nauna FINAC mo?
Shifties kasi kami. Shifties.
Ah, okay.
ABM, from ABM. May mga ABM ba dito? Or non-ABM?
Wala, ma'am. Non-ABM.
Non-ABM
kami lahat,
po, ma'am.
ma'am.
po lahat, ma'am.
Parang
Okay.
non-ABM lahat.
So,
Ah.
ginroup pala lahat ng non-ABM. Yun. So, tandaan nyo lang lagi yung concept ng debit and credit, yung concept ng normal balances, para pag may transaction, alam nyo yung paano i-record. Kasi yung sa yung sa accounting students ko ngayon, post ko na ngayon.